What's going on? Showdown, Hoedown. Thursday night football. Are you ready for Thursday night football? We don't got too many of these left, so you better enjoy them. I believe we only got one more left. What's up, new guy? I'm the Degenerate 75. I'm a high-limit DFS player who focuses on two sports, football and golf. It's all I got time for. If you like the cut of my jib, I encourage you to come check out this schedule. Notice January's almost here, so I got the big schedule back up. Golf starts back next week, and I know what you're saying, guy who found me during the football season. I like football stuff. I don't be doing that golf. They hit that little ball with a big metal stick, and I don't do it. Hey, brother, I used to be the same way. Trust me. But just come check it out. Come check out the emergency stream Wednesday, 7 p.m. Lord's time zone. Yeah, I might get addicted. You can't beat a good day for 4-day golf sweat. Furthermore, every day is a chance at Showdown to fucking kill it. So come. I'm telling you, just try it out. Do it for me one time. Let's get going. So much to do. I just swallowed my own spit. Tough scene today. It's a real tough scene. Here we go. We're going to start. We always start. It's contest selection. If you don't know, you need to know because this is the place you're dicking away your money. Hey, you see this one, the big $15 today? If you go play in this, I wish they would invent a service called a telekick in the nuts where I could just call up and for $25 they will go to your house, knock on your door, you open it, they kick you in the nuts. And I would do that for every one of you that just go play in this and nothing else, and then you bitch about always losing, okay? So if you have a big infrastructure and skills, help me put that together. I think we got an idea there. I think we're on to something. For the rest of you, I think you want to stick to this is what I really want you to do tonight. I want you to think about your script and how normal your script is, which tonight a normal script is going to be like a 5-1 Cowboys build, a 4-2 Cowboys build, the Cowboys blow them out. Those are going to be really, really generalized scripts, and that's fine. I mean, that's very likely to happen tonight. But if you're going to do that, I really encourage you to go play in a smaller pool GPP, right? Go play in something that just has less than 1,000 people in it. Because in that one, you don't got to get crazy different to hit a really nice lineup, right? But if you're playing some weird-ass lineup tonight, right, you're playing a 4-2 Tennessee build with a Titan at the captain, you're doing even a 5-1 build, those are the kind of ones where you might want to go play in some larger field GPPs, like the $3.20 max would be a great one, because in those, you do need to get a little bit different. And I don't mean get different by playing some weird fucking third string tight end. I mean get different in the way that you construct your roster in the script that you're going to follow, right? So use that. Use what your script is tonight to determine what contest you should play in. Easiest thing ever. But you know what contest you should really play in, at least when Sunday rolls around? It's mine. Completely free. Winner gets a Millionaire Maker ticket with me that we will build together just simply by hopping in my free contest. No strings attached, you motherfather. Second place, free month on the Discord. People love that one too. Hey, you can't help but notice the big guy's almost at 2,200 subscribers. You know YouTube's not going to share it, so how about you go like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and tell a friend because I'm algorithm blacklisted. I don't know. Maybe I say fuck too much. Ba-ding! Oh, yeah, fuck counter. That's coming back also. All right, let's get to the slate tonight. We don't got any time to mess around. If you don't know, NFL, I'm telling you, they have a goal. They say, what's the worst? Hey, what's the worst game we can put on this week? What do you guys think? What do y'all think of it? Yeah, I love it. Let's make sure to have every primetime game have a under 40-point total. My God, man. Okay. In the NFL's defense, this game would probably be a little bit better if we weren't missing some stars. So that's what we got to start at. First of all, don't forget that the Titans have a 13.5 play team total. Horrific. That's about as bad as you'll ever see in the NFL. So it looks like the big news tonight, we are going to be using Run the Sims here, the best tool-assisted site out there, and we're going to be working with the assumption that Tony Pollard is out. Right now he's questionable, but I think he's trending towards being out. So we're going to make the assumption he's out. You can see we don't have him getting any inputs, right? And the other big one, of course, is Derrick Henry is doubtful. I don't see, I would say less than 5% chance he plays. So we'll also be making the assumption that he's out tonight. And of course, Tana Suck, he's out too, but he's been out for a while. So we already knew that. We got Malik Willis. So those are really the only big injuries that we need to consider tonight. From there, it just comes down to what the game's going to be. Let's go check out what the Sims say. As you can see, the Sims say Dak Prescott is about as close to a God play tonight as you'll get. An incredible 91% of the time, he is showing up in the optimals. That means they play this game 10 times. 9 of those times, he will be in the optimal lineup, right? Even more impressive, 27% of the time, he's the optimal captain. So Dak seems like a great play. Now, I do want to say Run the Sims actually has him at 99% tonight, which is... there's just no way. I mean, if he's 99%, let me just go ahead and tell you right now, fade him. But I truly don't think he'll be 99%. I think they're being a bit hyperbolic. And so Dak becomes the play tonight, right? What to do with Dak? Dak and CD specifically, right? And I guess to a lesser extent, Zeke, right? Because if Pollard's going to be out, just tell me a way that Zeke doesn't find 80 yards and a touchdown and probably at least 2 catches tonight, right? Like, it just seems like he has about a 15-point floor in him tonight. And 8,800 for a running back that kind of has that volume guaranteed seems very safe. I think the only thing you really need to worry about with Dak, CD, and Elliott getting there is just simply the script of are they going to blow them out? Are they going to care? Are they going to call off the dogs in the third quarter? We have some really interesting scripts to consider tonight that we haven't had to consider all year. Like, here's one. Motivation. How motivated? Whoa, lost the mic. How motivated are the Titans to be there, right? Are they going to fight? Are they going to give up? How motivated are the Cowboys to just run it up on them? Maybe the Cowboys just want to get up, 21-3 in the third quarter and then just sit on the lead and not do anything, right? So, and that matters because we need our guys pushing all 4 quarters to get those points. So you got some weird scripts to consider tonight. You have the Dallas just kind of sits on it and, plays lackadaisical. You have the Tennessee is unmotivated. But let me just go ahead and tell you one script that no one's going to play, and this is going to be that script. The Cowboys are going to blow out the Titans. They have no chance, man. They don't got Derrick Henry. They don't have Tannehill. And you're right. They could never hang with them. Or they could. This is how many times have you seen me this year say this? Anytime they say an NFL team has no chance, give me that NFL team. These are grown-ass men who do this for a living. They are prideful dudes, and they're not just going to go out there and get their asses kicked. So if everybody wants to play no way the Titans can compete, you can just go build a 3-3 build. 3 Titans, 3 Cowboys, or 4 Titans and 2 Cowboys, and you are going to be so much different than the field just in the way you construct your lineup, and all you need is the Titans to play competitively for 4 quarters, and that lineup could definitely get there, and you're going to be building in a way that nobody else is going to build. But they can't get there. Yeah, they can, dude. Yeah, they can. I'm not telling you they will. I'm saying they can. So just something to consider when you're building your scripts tonight, because everybody is going to play the Dallas is going to smash them. It would not surprise me. This might be the only time all year you see a 5-1 build be the most common build. Normally it's either a 3-3 or a 4-2, but people love the Cowboys tonight. So let's start with the Cowboys. We've already talked about Dak. Dak at 99%, if you really think he's going to be 99% owned, you basically just play that he's not very efficient and they run a lot of touchdowns in and he doesn't get there. But I think he'll probably be more like in the 80 percentile range owned. So Dak gets there. So you really need to ask yourself, how do I play Dak in a way that other people aren't playing him? Is that playing him with a captain? Is that playing him in a 3-3 build? You're going to have to get creative if you want to use Dak tonight because he's definitely going to be the highest owned player. From there, CeeDee Lamb at 11,400. I mean, that's a pretty big price tag for Showdown. I hope he does well for best ball because I got a team in the best ball final with CeeDee Lamb on it. But 11,400, you do have to wonder, is this game going to be pushed enough that he's going to be getting all those targets? Part of the reason that CD smashed last week is they were in a competitive game environment with the Eagles, and they were constantly throwing and throwing and throwing all the way to the end, allowing him to have a monster game. There's a decent chance that he might not see more than 1 target in the second half, and it might be a 5-yard slant. So you have to factor that into the $11,400 price tag. It's hard for him to get there at that price tag if this game is not competitive. Zeke, with making the assumption that Pollard's out, Zeke, as I've already told you, just seems like a super safe floor. He makes a lot of sense to me, but as you can see, he's actually one of the most negatively leveraged plays on the slate due to the fact that his ownership will be so high versus how often he shows up in the optimals. Dalton Schultz, kind of been a letdown, but he's still on the field almost every play. He's running almost all the routes, and he does have a history of having big spike games. So Dalton Schultz at 6,600, I don't know if he's like a auto lock play, but he's definitely somebody you're going to want to rotate into almost any script. Almost any script, I think Dalton Schultz is a playable guy. From there, I always like in these games that if you think Dallas is going to blow them out, go get on the secondary receivers. Instead of playing Lamb, go get on the Schultz, go get on the Gallups, go get on the Noah Browns, right? These guys all start to get some legs. And then I think probably everybody's darling tonight, although this isn't projecting him to be very highly owned, Malik Davis. I think he's going to get some work for Dallas. And if Dallas is ahead or blowing them out, they might want to rest Zeke, and Malik Davis might have a role. I mean, with $200, what do you need from him? He falls in the box once, you're dancing in the streets naked, right? So he's very viable. Of course, Dallas's defense is an amazing play tonight. If you're under the assumption that Malik Willis is going to be behind and throwing the ball, that makes Dallas defense the nuts play because that just reeks of pick sixes and sacks and fumbles. And I think Brett Maher, maybe the Cowboys are just moving up and down the field, kicking a lot of field goals because they're not converting. He could be a play. But to me, the real way to win tonight at GPPs is to attack Titans. Okay, you have to believe. You need a script, right? I guess if you believe that the Cowboys are going to blow them out and you don't see it going any other way, well, then yeah, you probably do want to build a 5-1 Dallas build. But if you think that the Titans can keep it competitive because they're professional-ass grown men, then I really encourage you to build lineups that are 3-3 builds, right? And toss a Titan at the captain or even a 4-2 Titans build, and that is a way to get different. Am I telling you the Titans are going to do well tonight? No, not necessarily. I'm just saying if you're playing the game, you're playing the law of large numbers, you have to be warm to the Titans. You got to be warm to them. And I think it all starts with what do we do with Derrick Henry being out, right? With Derrick Henry being out, it would appear as though Hassan Haskins is probably going to take over that role, but nobody can completely fill that void of Derrick Henry. So it's probably going to be a little bit more running back by committee. I think you'll also see, you can see over here, we got a little bit of Chestnut getting a little bit of it. I think Haskins will be the main guy. Oh, by the way, Hilliard's out too, so you need to know that. I don't even know my tabs. Forgive me. It's early in the morning, guys. So from there, Malik Willis. Yes, he has not been great. But you only need him to be great once at Showdown, right? I'm not telling you to take him on your best ball team and have him for the whole season. I'm telling you for one night, can he be good enough to push this game? At 8,600, we very rarely get quarterbacks like that at that price tag. So if you are feeling it, I think Malik Willis is a very viable play tonight. But let me tell you this, I don't love double stacking him. When I say double stacking, that means putting him with 2 pass catchers. I just don't think he's usually going to get 2 pass catchers there. I like Malik Willis with what I call a 1.5 pass catcher, meaning a true pass catcher, whether that's, Bobby Trees or Westbrook Akina or whoever, right? Or Chiggy, the big tight end, right? But then I also like to put him with a guy that only gets about half, that we would consider a half reception kind of guy, like a running back, specifically Hassan Haskins, right? That's what I like to do him with. Then if you're like, but I want to play 4 Titans, well, go look at the Titans kicker, go look at the Titans defense, and that's how you can build 4 Titans in a lineup. Malik Willis just, he's just not efficient enough to usually get 2 wide receivers there, although his wide receivers are cheap enough that I guess it's not the world's worst play. From there, you got to ask yourself, if this is going to be a competitive environment, I mean, why would we not want to consider the Titans defense, the Titans kicker? No one's going to be playing them, right? Someone has to get. Malik Willis will probably throw for 200 yards tonight. Someone's got to catch those fucking passes, right? If you really want to try to double dip and get those touchdowns, I think your best bet's probably Hooper and Chiggy. They seem to get most of the red zone targets down there. I would never stack Woods and Westbrook Akina together. I can't see them both getting there. But to me, if I'm going to play one guy, if I'm going to play one pass catcher from the Titans, it's definitely going to be Treylon Burks. Yes, he has not lived up to the preseason hype, but when he has been out there, he has started to trend in the right direction. The way, a lot of it has been robbed due to injuries, the concussion, because he got knocked the fuck out. But I'm telling you, he is clearly the most talented receiver. And when all else fails in DFS football, you play the talent. And that's Treylon Burks. I think Treylon Burks could be the sneaky good play tonight if you believe the Titans can be competitive. If you think the Titans are getting blown out, you stay away from him like the plague, right? So, in conclusion, what I would tell you to do is pick a script, right? Pick your script, which you got some really unique ones tonight. You got the motivation scripts. You've got the letting the pedal off the metal scripts. You've got all kinds of different scripts that we don't normally have. And then I want you to think about what you want your roster composition to be. I truly encourage you to consider 3-3 Titans builds with a Titan at the captain or 4-2 Titans build with a Titan at the captain, because that right there will have you different than, I mean legit, probably 85 or 90% of lineups, and you're not having to sacrifice any players. You're just simply building your roster different than everybody. And the last thing I want you to do is I want you to consider how that looks like in contest selection, right? If you have a really weird build like that, I think you can go play in the bigger mega jackpot type GPPs with tens of thousands of people in them. If you're going to play something more normal, a 4-2 Cowboys build, a 5-1 Cowboys build, I want you to really try to play in smaller GPPs, right? I'm just here to help you quit blowing so much money, Bob. Okay, I don't want the telekick in the nuts to show up at your house. Hey, I got a spicy take I want to end on. Okay, but before I do that, come check out my Discord, which is connected to my Patreon website, coming in 2 weeks. What the fuck is my life? I'm telling you, I'm gonna blow up in 2023. Here's the best thing I can tell you: we have the best fucking community you'll ever see over there. It's a bunch of awesome people. That's why you should be there. Are the tools awesome? Yes, but it's really about the community. Go give me a follow on Twitter, and just so you know, you can always reach out to me. Send me a DM. I will get back to you in a quickly, thoughtful way. I don't take myself too serious like so many pricks in this industry. So if you ever have a question, shoot it at me, and I will do my best to get back to you in a reasonable time. Here's your hot take. It's this guy. It's Malik Willis, right? Look, everybody always says, nope, they have no chance tonight. Okay, this ain't college football, right? This isn't like some poor little, Division II school playing Alabama. Okay, those teams have no chance. Every team in the NFL has a chance every single slate. every single time. And if you think that the Titans can't be competitive tonight, you're just lying to yourself. They can be competitive. They can score points. Am I saying it's likely to happen? No, but I am saying that there is a distinct possibility it is going to happen. And I would say a third of the time the Titans make a really competitive game tonight and maybe even win it. And I would bet that something that like probably only 10% of lineups will make lineups according to that. So if a third of the time I know that I'm going to get good results attacking Titans and playing them, and only 10% of people are playing those kinds of lineups, that gives me tremendous leverage to play the shit out of Titans tonight. Okay. Now, if you were just completely convicted that it's going to be the Cowboys, I get it, brother. Go play all the 5-1s you want and go mix and match that. But I am just telling you the easiest way to play these scripts that everybody says one team has no chance and the other team's a bunch of gods is go play the team with no chance in the NFL. And it will get there so much more frequently than people are building lineups. And if you don't know, that is in one word what we call leverage. And this is what the good players do. They play the long game playing leverage. And if you do it enough times, it will pay off. Just something to consider, my brother. I hope you come check out my schedule. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope to see you for golf, you motherfathers. It's been real. I didn't keep it under 15 minutes, but I got close. But to make it up to you, I'll play a badass outro.